Howdy, y'all. This is Twitchonium here, coming at you with another Phyrexia All Will Be One quick draft. Let's go ahead and pop the packs here, and we'll see what we open. Interesting. Hellraiser seems like it could be a really strong rare. I haven't actually gotten to play with it yet, but it might be hard to facilitate in this kind of format. So you get a random non-creature, non-land spell, and you get to cast it without paying its mana cost. Wants a lot of cards in the graveyard. Interesting. I'm not sure if it's like better than just Hexgold Slash, to be honest. Like 3 red pips, we're gonna have to be super heavy into red to play it, no matter what you do. I mean, man, that's tough. Hexgold Slash is gonna get played almost every time you draw it, but this thing could do some splashy stuff. Oh, I'm just gonna take the Hexgold Slash. Not the exciting pick, but now let's go for excitement. I've never drafted the Hellraiser. Plus, we could always ditch it and switch over to something else here. Now I kind of like Drown in Ichor. Ambulatory Edifice can be really good too. There's so many 1 toughness creatures running around this format. Dune Mover's fine. Both of these blue flyers are fine. But I think I'll go ahead and take the solid removal spell. And this pack is just unexciting on, in general. Really, I mean, like a Glistener Seer, probably take the Axiom Engraver here. If you were dedicated Toxic deck, Zealot's okay, but super weak pack. Alright, well, now we can go ahead and take that Hexgold Slash. Easy pick there. So here we kind of need to try and start deciding on a second color. We could take the Necrosquito and try to go for a red-black oil kind of a deck. This does want things to get put into the graveyard as well, just like the Hellraiser, so I guess there's a little bit of synergy there. Otherwise, blue has looked pretty open so far. We could take a Counterspell. But Counterspell is going to be a bad thing to copy off the Hellraiser. We probably don't want to do that if we can avoid it, so I'll take the Necrosquito here. And now... doesn't look like we're going to be in the equipment deck for this guy. Blue-black... I mean, we could ditch our red. It's not like... I mean, Hexgold Slash and the Hellraiser are nice, but... I'll just take a Scamp, I think. I mean, I guess I could take a Head Cleaver, too. But we already have a 4-drop. I'd rather just get a 1-drop. And now we can take a Skull Dweller, even if we're not toxic. Just a Death Touch for 1 is a nice little blocker. Well... if we get enough toxic, maybe we could go the toxic route. In fact, I think I still want to take the rat over the Offer Immortality, just because even in the oil deck, the Proliferate will still be, valuable, and still a perfectly fine 2-drop there. Ooh, another Necrosquito. Okay, now that we have 2 and the Hellraiser that wants cards in our graveyard, I'm a little tempted to start more highly picking up the Skull Bombs, just because they're super cheap ways to get stuff into your graveyard, and you can draw a card with them to keep drawing you towards your good stuff. We'll take a Dune Mover to make sure we can hit these hard to cast costs. I might speculate on a Glistener Seer here. Yeah, just in case we do get pushed into the into blue. Alright, well, Nahiri's not really a super great reason for us to bail on black quite yet. Perfectly fine card, but just not the most exciting planeswalker unless you're in that archetype. For us, though, we could take the Convert or the Volt Charge. Probably going to just take the Volt Charge here. Be an awesome thing for us to recast off the Hellraiser. And now we either take the Punisher as just a solid 3-drop creature that's pretty evasive and gets in for some good attacks, or the Convert that we mentioned earlier. I do like the Convert. It's cheaper, it's a 2-drop, and It'll fit in no matter what color we play, and it'll help us hit the harder to cast stuff. I would love a Punisher in this deck too, though. Alright, now another Hex Gold Slash seems like the pickup here. Hope we can wheel like a Blight Belly Rat, maybe a Thrill would be nice. Or the Spell Bomb even. Right, and now we will go ahead and pick up the Furnace Strider over the Dune Mover. Wouldn't mind a Whispers of the Dross or one of these lands wheeling. Mere Convert or the Skitterfang? That's an interesting pick. I think we have a fair chunk of 2-drops already here. Looks like we have 4. We definitely need some more 3-drops, so maybe the Skitterfang is the pick here. And now I'll probably take my first copy of Hazardous Blast. Definitely want to run 1, but more than that is questionable. I think I'm just going to take Terramorphic here. The triple red on this is just giving me anxiety. Anything we can do to ease that a little bit will be nice. Really nothing here. Alright, well, I'm pretty happy to pick up another Convert. Now we'll take a Skull Bomb. And take this guy and hope to not play him. Don't think we're really doing the sacrifice thing. Whispers of the Dross is a nice little pickup there. Alright, let's see what we get in pack 3. Oh man. Well, are we really going to try and play the 4 black and 3 red pipped cards together? We have an Atlas. I could toss in this Prism. We have the 2 Mirror Converts and a Dune Mover. I mean, if we build the deck around it, we could try. It would definitely make the deck weaker overall to do that, especially when there's 2 really solid removal spells here, but this thing seems like it'd be pretty fun to try and do. Yeah, if we're in the color, you gotta take the on-color Mythic, right? Here, probably just another Skitterfang. And Necrosquito or another Convert. I mean, if we get enough Mere Converts, we're going to be able to cast whatever we need to. Yeah, maybe we do just take another Convert here. Especially now that we just picked up the Obliterator at 4 as well. Although, I do just kind of like the Flyers. Oh, maybe we can pick the Convert up later. It did wheel last pack. Alright, an Annihilating Glare. Definitely happy to snatch up 1 copy of that. Probably just a Siphoner here in case we don't end up getting any of the other 2-drops passed back to us. Alright, take another Glare here. Better that than an off-color Skull Bomb. How many artifacts do we actually have? 7. Okay, it's a fair amount. And this is artifact or creature, yeah. Okay. Take another Whisper or another Axiom Engraver. I think I'd rather have another Engraver. Okay. Well, we pick up an Ambulatory Edifice now. That's a nice little little card there. I think I'll take another Terramorphic. We did wheel that Convert. So yeah, I don't even think we need to play the Atlas now. Like, sure, we might not be able to cast him exactly on curve each time, but I don't think we need to add in that kind of card for since we have so many Converts and Terramorphics and other fixing mechanisms. But let's see how this all shaped together here. Alright, well, we're definitely lacking a bit on the top end outside of our bombs that are a little hard to cast. We're going to need to rely on the Skeetos and the Furnace Strider. I definitely want to keep all of the 3-drops. Probably want to keep all the 4-drops too. So I think I'm going to cut a Scamp. Don't think that's really what we're trying to do. Although we do want to get as many creatures, like cards in the graveyard, as early as we can. So maybe we do want the early drop there still. Or to have a 1-drop, I should say, at least. That'll give us 3, the Skull Bomb, the Skull Dweller, and the Scamp. Whispers of the Draw seems like a weak card here. Cut that one. And maybe cut 1 Glare. It's definitely the weakest of our removal spells. And then cut like a Siphoner. Maybe we should cut 1 Necrosquito. Or maybe even the Hazardous Blast. We're gonna have a lot of flyers in this deck. We probably don't even need the blast. I'm gonna cut the rat. I think I'd rather have the card filtering and the mana fixing 2-drops. So 1 more cut. Maybe we are supposed to cut like the Skull Bomb. Although with some of these bombs and the fact that we're going to want to be trading off our early stuff to fill the graveyard up, maybe we do want 1 way to get back. Yeah, I'm just going to cut the Scamp and keep the Skull Bomb, actually. And then we'll check our mana. Pretty even split. Yeah, seems fine. We do have the 4 blacks over the 3 reds, so yeah, might be a bit of a rough one. We'll see. But if we can handle the mana cost, this could be a pretty spicy deck. I'll see y'all in the matches. Welcome to round 1. We are on the draw with a pretty nice little starting hand here. Not sure what land we might want to snag with the Dune Mover, but we'll take a look and see what we draw. Oh, there we go. All right, 2 Skull Bombs to start from the opponent. Interesting. I think I'm going to play the Convert actually first. Since we don't necessarily know what land we want to make with or hunt down with the Dune Mover yet, the Convert at least will let us pick and choose a little better. And if they want to bounce it, I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, I think I'm still going to play that and hold up the... Why would it tap like this? Seriously? Well, I was going to say hold up the Hex Gold Slash, but the auto tapper just oofed a little bit there. Like, held up mana for the sorcery speed spell. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and zap that real quick. And I think I'll just get another one down. And I'd rather get in for 2 here, I think. Don't need to get a Dune Mover out still yet. All right. I think we'll go ahead and sack a Convert to deal with that. And get the Dune Mover and the Skull Bomb down now. I think we'll take a black just to make sure we end up with enough for the Obliterator. But if we draw the other one, that's going to be a little rough. Alright, Malcator's Watcher blocks our dudes pretty well, but we thankfully have the Edifice we can ping that down with. Alright, they're going to bounce another one of ours. Yep. Good old Watcher drawing a card for him. Keep on swinging in. Be funny if we kill him with poison from our 2-drop. Mana dorks. Oh, that's going to be real rough to deal with. Okay, I mean, I guess we're going to just try and send an edifice at him in the air here. Yeah, it has first strike. Can't even go the death touch route against it. And they're going to have to start discarding stuff. Well, if they discard lands, they at least don't blow our stuff up, so that's nice. But we have to try and outlast them through all these turns. We don't have any multicolored stuff in our deck, so that's a plus, I suppose. And then we have a couple of more removal spells that could deal with it. Alright, the Immobilizer, that's another good one. It's going to be pretty tough here. Didn't attack with the Masticore. I'm pretty okay with that. Go ahead and get a red source with this one. And I don't think we need to Skull Bomb back Convert. It's only creatures, right? Yeah. So we'll send another Flying Edifice here. It's going to tap it down, that's right. That's fine. What are they discarding this time? Alright, that time they can blow something up. So we'll probably use our Skull Bomb to get that back. I think we take this first hit. I'm guessing they've got some kind of awesome follow-up play here. Oh, or not. Well, our draws have not been great, unfortunately. Here we definitely need to even just get the card draw off of the Skull Bomb now. Yikes. Okay. Pretty rough. Would love to draw one of our bombs. Gonna give this guy lifelink. That way they have to decide between tapping down the lifelink or the 3 powered one. Alright, see what they discard this time. Or another blowing up of our Skitterfang. Alright, well, we're on a 3-turn clock now. What I wouldn't give for a good pump spell right now. Unfortunately, this does not do the trick. Well, thankfully that was just a land this time. Ah, that's good. That'll make it game for us there. Or we'll just die because I forgot about the Eye of Malcator. Rats. Well, turns out the super strong rare is hard to beat. Who would have guessed? I'll see y'all in round 2. Welcome to round two, y'all. We are on the play this time with a decent starting hand. Of course, we drew all those lands last game. This time we won't draw any. And, yeah. Life will continue on as normal. Hey, we hit it this time. Definitely should have, should have played the swamp first there in case we drew another one next turn for the obliterator. But that's okay. I think we'll just get the flyer out now. In case they want to do something to our convert. But turn 3 2/2 flyers pretty nice that can grow. Proliferate it with the Volt Charge. And we'll find out if they're green-red or green-white. Or they're just mono green, maybe. Oh, we're one swamp or black source away from an obliterator. That's pretty nice. Ah, they're on green-black. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, that is not what we were looking for. I think I just want to shoot this. Proliferate up the Necrosquito a little bit. And... oh, I really want to send in with both to keep buffing up the Skeeto, but if we do draw that black source and I trade off the convert, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. Go ahead and get the engraver down. Make the most use out of all the available mana we have here. And it blocks any of the little small stuff well. Alright, opponent with the Bone Picker Scourge. I'm kind of glad I proliferated onto the Necrosquito last turn now. Oh, and a Siphoner too. Well, that was a good draw. Go ahead and shoot the 2-drop, or the 2/2. We'll keep on jamming in with our flyer. Oh, I can't do that. I almost did this Axiom Engraver just out of habit. Don't want to get rid of the Obliterator. Man, it's so rough. It's permanents too, not even non-land permanents. Alright, they're going to go ahead and swing in. Probably have a lot of corruption synergies in their deck that they really need to enable. But I'll take an Open Sky if they don't play anything. Well, there's the last black source we need. Maybe they've got removal for it here. Would love for them to fire off the removal on the Necrosquito before we get the Obliterator out next turn. That's kind of what it's looking like. Do it to it, opponent. Ooh, all right. Not bad, but hopefully that was their big removal spell, and Obliterator can do some sick stuff here for us. Still have the Skull Bomb to get something back to from the graveyard whenever we need to. But I think we're taking 4 here. Yep. Still can't block with the Convert. I'm gonna have to take 2 more to cast the Obliterator unless we just naturally draw into a 4th black source here. Alright, Rat. Well, if we draw our dragon, we can cast that now too. Alright. It's on the battlefield and we are low on life. Let's see how it goes. Really need to get rid of that flyer. Alright, well. I don't really want to use the Skull Bomb right now, but we'll just get the Necrosquito back. It'll block the Siphoner if nothing else. And we'll draw something. And I think I will go ahead and swing with the Obliterator. We're going to need to get it jamming in. I don't mind trading off our dudes now, because the Necrosquito will keep growing when we do. Do they have the removal spell? Nope. I do think I'll ditch this engraver to the other one, though. Let's see what kind of combat trick they've got here. Ah, okay. It's honestly not so bad. Assuming that's the only one. Any day now. Alright, now we'll ditch our other engraver here. Yikes. Come on, big dragon. Can recast one of our removal spells with it. Ooh, that is an excellent draw, because now we can give the Obliterator lifelink. And I don't think there's any reason to hold that. I guess there is one big top-end black dirtily creature that cares if you discard a card or not, but if they're running that, the Obliterator will take care of it. Ooh. Come on. And now our life total is looking much healthier. Another Vorak, nice. Well, that's GG unless they've got a trick here. Actually, I will hold on to this one just for that specific card I was talking about. We'll see what they got. Thankfully, nothing. Because we had nothing if they did. Alright, I'll see y'all in round 3. Welcome to round 3, y'all. We are on the draw this time with a... I don't even know what to think of this hand. Probably one we should throw back. All we have is a Hexgold Slash until the Necrosquito. But 2 removal spells, kind of 3 almost. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. Our deck is trying to dig out some of the late game big bomby plays anyways and just remove stuff until then. Hey, there we go. Ended up with a 2-drop anyways. Actually, we'll start with the Convert. That way we can get a Necrosquito out next turn. Assuming it doesn't instantly die. Alright. I'm happy to use an Anoint on a 2-drop instead of a Necrosquito or something. We'll see if they can shoot off another removal spell here. Ooh, that's going to be real bad for us. We're going to just have to kill that right now. Unfortunately. Yeah. Sacrifice. Well, that was big and scary. Man, I really want to get the swamp for the Annihilator, but like if we might need a second red to double spell. But I mean, we're going to be like tapping out for either of these anyways. Yeah, I'll just get the swamp. It's not like we're going to need an extra red up for Necrosquito next turn. Alright, they're going to draw a bunch and lose some life. Opponent has some blue as well now, and they drew a bunch of cards, so odds are if they're splashing a bomb, they've got it. Well, I would really love for them to play some more 1-powered creatures here. Of course, it'll probably raise this thing up. Yeah. Ay, and Glissa is just out of reach of our Hexgold Slash. Thankfully, we can kill the little guy here. Alright, well, at least we've got the Obliterator mana now. And even it won't deal with Glissa. I guess it'll make them sacrifice 3 permanents if we were to block with it, but when we can't block, we can't not block, or else they can just kill our Necrosquito here. So at least this way we get 1 more counter and 1 more attack before they remove it. Unless they just spend removal on it here. Aha. Going to proliferate their Vat of Rebirth instead. And we'll just see if we can't swing here. Alright. And that's the card I was mentioning in the last game, where if you can't discard, the opponent gains some life, but this time I would have liked to keep that one. And they can remove 3 counters from our Necrosquito, killing it. I guess they can draw a card if they want to, but yeah, no reason not to. And this is pretty much GG against us now. Yep, they don't even need to swing with the other ones. They can just keep glissaing in. And most of our flyers in our deck are Necrosquitos that Glissa can immediately just remove the counters off of. Bad matchup. I have yet to open a Glissa. I would love to draft around a Glissa. Just so difficult to interact with. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just immediately lose anyways. Well, I mean, I guess we're just toast. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and concede this one. Wrap it on up and jump into the next round. I'll see y'all there. Welcome back to game number 4, y'all. We are on the play with an unkeepable starting hand, sadly. We finally get one of our 2 rares in the opener, but can't keep it. This is better. Still not good, but better. I think we'll ditch one of the engravers. But, man. Would love to see our cool dragon that we drafted. Well, there's the Obliterator. Pretty far off from casting it, but gonna go ahead and make sure we hit our land drop next turn. I don't think I'd be removing any counters off the Skitterfang anyway, so we'll see if they want to remove the Dune Mover. They do not. Maybe they'll remove the Skitterfang instead. That one is worthy, apparently. Worthy of being anointed. That's pretty funny. Do you have removal again, opponent? Yeah, they sure do. If they want to use it all up on the on those, I'm pretty fine with that. Well, since we're not doing anything else, I'll just go ahead and keep getting in. Maybe we'll just poison them out with a Dune Mover. Alright, that'll probably do us in. Maybe not. No attacks. Ooh, one away from the one away from the Obliterator. If they block, the Mech Necrosquito gets bigger. Big enough to block the Shepherd, which I'm okay with. And our dragon, if we draw it, wants us to have cards in the graveyard. Oh, but we just lose, so wonderful. They get to exile our stuff and make copies of it. Nope. Nope. Seems fair. Again, it taps. The auto tapper screws me. Oh, rough. Yep. And our own Necrosquito will kill us here. Well, that's pretty frustrating. Drafted 2 pretty crazy bombs, but we only drew 2 of them. Well, the same one twice. And we drew it later than the opponents ended up drawing theirs each time. So every loss was to a crazy, crazy bomb. Lost to a Glissa, lost to a Kaya, lost to a... I forget what the third one was. Oh, the Argentum Masticore thing. Yeah. So, a little bit disappointing, because I think that deck had a lot more potential if we could have actually drawn into our bombs when they were drawing into their bombs. But it is what it is. go ahead and wrap this one up, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.